Okay. So good morning, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I hope my voice is audible and screen are visible to you. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So today we are going to discuss the more things about uh, classes, objects, and document object model. And after that, if we have a time, then we can discuss about event handling also. For that reason, I just create one index. Oh, we already have an index, right? Okay. So let's use this. Hmm. So let's use this. Look here. It's a footer. No, we can create a new one. So I create one HTML file, and within that HTML, I fill doc type and metadata. Okay. I want to use one script, and that script I will use one script. So okay, I need to write a script within our body. So here I'm going to write that script. Huh? Okay. Okay. So let's see. I want to create one website. That website are useful to uh, show a demonstration of vehicle booking. So it's for vehicle booking. Okay. Okay. So I just create some tags within my body. So first one is what? I want a label. So label I can write within a H2. It's a vehicle booking. After that, I want a label. Label, label. That label are useful to select a vehicle. So it's useful for select a vehicle. After that, I required one form element. So that form element is a choiceable. That means it's like combo box. So select, and within that select, I need to place some options. Option. Okay, I will take that option. Okay. So that's a simple HTML file. Let's check. It's a simple HTML file which have one form element, that combo box. That's select the specific option. Okay. So we have that thing. So why it's a color is because of this style. So I'm going to remove that. I don't want any style right now. Instead remove, I just comment, make a comment. Okay. look, I need to create that a system, vehicle booking system. For that vehicle booking system, I need to write a JavaScript, right? But I required one button here to book that vehicle. Okay, I will take that. Okay, so that's a simple booking system I'm going to create here. Okay, so it's a white ID button. I don't want any ID right now. Okay, and it's look like, okay, it's look like that. It's a vehicle booking. Choose vehicle and book now. So I want to implement that things using JavaScript. And to implement that things using JavaScript, I use a script tag. That script tag are close before a close body. And here I'm going to write my script. So what the things I'm going to write? Before, after book now, I need to show that booking information. So it's H3. Okay, booking details. H3 booking details. Okay. Okay. Now it's looking like that. It's a static website, right? Booking details. Whatever details I'm book, that will be shown here. That's the booking details. Now let's start to create. Look here. Within a JavaScript is also object-oriented programming language. That means it support object-oriented as well as function-oriented. So we can write a class within a JavaScript using class keyword. The class name, it's a vehicle. That's disturbing me. Just wait. So it's disturbing me. That's prompting by VS Code. VS Code is not good ID, and I'm not recommended to use that ID. Okay. Okay, that's a simple thing. Huh? Okay, let's start. So here we have a script tag. Within a script tag, we need to write one class. That class name is a vehicle. That's a class. Within that class, I want to create a constructor. And why we are use a constructor? To initialize object values, we are use a constructor, right? So here I'm going to write a constructor. So let's see how we can write a constructor. We can write a name constructor. After that, type and price. That's a two argument for that constructor. Curly bracket open and curly bracket close. Here our constructor are close. Okay. So within that constructor, we need to initialize a object variable. So these dot type equal to the local variable type, and second one is what is dot price, the local variable price. So that's so simple. We are create one constructor. So within JavaScript, we are create a constructor with the name of constructor. That means we are not use a class name. We are use a name constructor. After create constructor, whatever function you write within a class, that function called methods, right? So let's see how we can write a method. How we can write a method. I want to book, right? So book is a method name. When you write a method, no need to use a function keyword. Book, it's a return one string that's you are booked. What book? I want to book that type. Which type are selected? So that's why dollar we are use curly bracket. Within curly bracket is dot type. I can write this. And with the price also we need to display, right? So that's why total cost, we need to display the total cost. It's in rupees. Rupees, dollar symbol are represent when you want to show the variable values from object. Then you can use a dollar. After that, curly bracket open, curly bracket close. Within that curly bracket, just you need to place the variable. So it's a display that variable value. Okay, so that's a return. But that's a return. Okay, but we are use a dollar and curly bracket to represent variable value. So for that, we are not use a double quote. We are use that symbol. That symbol we are use. Okay, so it's a first class. We are right. That's a vehicle. I hope you understand how to write a class and how to write a method within a JavaScript. After that, after write that class, how we can use a polymorphism and inheritance within JavaScript? Let's check. So that vehicle is a parent class. And now I'm going to create a class. That class is a car. Hmm? Car, and it's the extends vehicle. I just copy vehicle. Curly bracket open and curly bracket close. Here we are close car. Okay. Within that class, the first thing is first, I need to initialize that car type and price, right? So here also I can write constructor. After constructor, it's a non-parameterized constructor, and within that constructor I can call the parent class constructor using super keyword. And we know that things, what is the super keyword, what is the these keyword. So it's a super keyword holding two parameters. That's a super class constructor holding two parameter. One is a type, that is a car, and second one is a price, right? So price is a car. It's start from 4 lakh. Okay. So I just call parent class constructor here. And now let's override one method. That method name is book. Let's override one method. That method is book within car class. Now that class you have booked car, right? So car booked, and it's a display that price. Okay. So I just modified my book logic. Okay. After that, how many car, bike, bus, truck? Okay. So we have that much number of classes, which is extend directly vehicles. So that's why I just hit that syntax. Now I make that class for what? Bike. So the all modification for bike. So it's a book, that particular bike. After bike, we have bus and truck. Okay. I just remove one of the last option. Hmm. So after bike, we required it for bus. So I make a bus constructor calling. That's a constructor uh, for a bus. Okay. So it's done, right? Look here. We create a number of classes. That classes follow inheritance. Within that inheritance, we are create a constructor. We are call constructor using super keyword. The current object reference we are call with these keyword, right? So here we are write class, and that class inherited class we are write, and that class holding constructor, that class holding method. What its method? Book method. When you write a method, then no need to write function keyword. When you write a method, what means method? When you write any function within a class, then that function called method. But when you write a method, no need to declare one specific keyword. That name is a function. So I hope it's clear. Now I write those all things, right? So let's apply these all things. Okay. So let's apply those all things to our HTML. For that reason, within a script, I can create one function. That function to handle booking. That function handle to a booking. So that's why function. Look here where I create that function outside of classes. Function book vehicle. Function book vehicle. That's a simple function, non-argument function. Hmm? Okay, within that function, I can write one constant. That constant for vehicle value. For vehicle value. So I declare all vehicle within where we can return we declare all vehicles within select option. That's a car, bike, and bus, right? We need to get that values. When user select a car, we need to get that car value or bike value. When user select a bike, when user select a bus, we need to get bike bus value. So how it is possible to get that values? It's a possible using DOM object. What's DOM object? So let's discuss regarding DOM object. Okay. So what is the DOM object? It's a stand for document object model. What? It's a stand for document object model. So it is a tree-like structure that represent your entire HTML page, and it's allow JavaScript to interact with, modify, or read the content and structure of the page. So the browser convert these all hierarchy from HTML start to HTML end into tree of objects, and this is a DOM. So each tag is a node within a DOM, and the text inside a is a text node. So why we are use a DOM? To access element from HTML, we are use a DOM. To change a text and style from HTML, we are use a DOM. It is also possible you can add dynamically or remove element from HTML, and also to respond to user action like clicks, typing. That for that reason also it is a possible to use a DOM. So DOM have some core concept. What's the core concept of DOM? First one is a document. The document is the top level object that represent whole HTML document. After that, that DOM have some methods. Using that method, we can okay. Using that method, we can access element, and it is also possible to modify the DOM that styles. So how many methods are there? The first method is get element by ID. That method are useful to find one element by its ID. After that, get element by class name method is there. It's useful to get all elements with the class name. Query selector method is there. And that's the gets first element that matches a CSS selector. After that, inner text and text content, that variables are there. It's useful to get or change visible text inside an element. After that, inner HTML is there. That inner HTML is useful to get or set the HTML content inside an element. After that, set attribute is there. That set attribute is useful to set or change a HTML attribute. The style is there. That style are useful to change CSS styles using JavaScript. So there are lots of things are there available within a DOM, and that things we are used to manipulate HTML tags, HTML styles, and CSS also. So DOM, it stands for Document Object Model. It's a bridge between HTML and JavaScript. Without DOM, JavaScript wouldn't be able to change the page dynamically. So DOM makes web page interactive and dynamic. Okay. So we are going to use that DOM here. We are going to use that DOM here. Okay. So I want to make a booking, right? So for that booking, I want to get ID from that select option, right? So so I can create one constant. Const. Hmm? I can create one constant. Const. Const. What I want to select vehicle. Select vehicle. So vehicle. I will copy. Select a vehicle. Uh, so that's a constant holding vehicle type value, right? So for that, I'm going to use a DOM. So it's a document dot get element by ID. Hmm? And here I place one ID that's V type. That's we can call it V type. And from that ID, we want to get value. Okay, that's it, right? So that V type we need to declare as ID. Where? Within our HTML. So that's why that's the ID I can declare within my HTML. So that's why it's within a select option. The ID equal to V type, right? V type. And that's a form element. And it's a we have one label. That label associate with our ID. So that's why I use for here. For it's associated with that form element. That's a select ID. So it's a VID, V type for V type. So that things I write here. Okay, done. Now we are get element. So once we are getting a value, now once we are getting a value, now I need one a variable. That variable store the vehicle. So let vehicle that's V mm, and check a condition if the select vehicle, if a select vehicle is equal to what's our first vehicle? Car. Is equal to car. Okay. If select vehicle is a car, then I want to perform one operation. That operation is what? Initialize vehicle equal to new car. Initialize vehicle equal to new car. Okay. That means we turn into object. Now we turn into object. After that, I need to check next option. That next option is what? Uh, if that selected vehicle is a bike, then what? So that's why I can write else if and its selected vehicle is equal to the bike. Selected vehicle is equal to bike, and after that, if it is a bike, then I want to initialize v equal to new bike. Okay. If it's not a bike, then what? Else if the selected vehicle is equal to what? Car, bike, bus. And if it is a true, we need to initialize that v equal to mu bus. Right? We are initialize that bus. Okay. So once we are initialize that all things, after that, we need to uh, deliver details. That's display booking message. And for that reason, within my function, I can write document dot get element by id, and here I want one more id to display that details. So that id I can get details. Okay, that's id I can use here. And okay, that id we can use here first. It's details. So just copy that details where we are use that details in h2, h3. That's the booking details. Now it's id and booking details. Okay, it's set. Now instead that booking details, I want to show actual details. So I need to replace that booking details, right? So that's why I can write dot inner text that equal to vehicle booking v book. Using object, I just call that method. So which method are applied there? That method I call there, right? So let's check, is it working or not? Refresh and select the car, book now. It's not working. So let's check why it's not working. So let's check why it's not working. We are open and close here. It's a function, right? So let's track it. Why it's not working. So we are created one class. First we can go with the details. Okay. So select for type, it's a v type. It's a details. Okay. Okay, so it's a car C capital, bike, bike B capital, bus B capital. Now let's verify our code. We have one class. That class name is vehicle. Within that, we are create a constructor. We are create constructor, and that constructor holding some values. Okay, that's a type and price, and we are initialize that type and price. Okay, done. So let's debug. For debugging purpose, what I can write here, I write uh, after cons. Okay, no problem. We need to write number of console.log. So we can straightforward check. Book is a method. It's a return the values. Okay. After that, we have one another class. That class name is a car. It's extend vehicle. It's having constructor. And it's a booking method. After that, we have class bike. It's have a constructor. That's book a bike. The price is not that much. By 2 lakh. Okay. So it's end here. After that, we have class bus. It's a constructor. That constructor calling super class constructor. The fourth. Okay. And method or override method. After that, I write a function. That function name is a book vehicle. That function name is book vehicle. It's a constant select vehicle. That's a get element from vehicle type, and from vehicle type we can get value. Okay, done. After that, let we declare one variable to hold object values. If selected vehicle is a car, then we are initialize that we with a new car. Okay. Else if selected vehicle is a bike, new bike. Else if bus, new bus. Okay, that's it. Um, After that, once we are close we need to display booking message. For booking message, we get elements by ID. It's a details, and there we can place inner text. That inner text is we are replace that text with a method that we book. Okay, and function are end here. That's all are okay. So we need to call that function, and for that reason it's not execute. Okay, so we have one button here. Within that button, I can use one event on click event, and that on click event calling the function. That function name is what? Book vehicle. That function I'm calling here. Done. आता रन करून बघू. Select vehicle bus. Book now. Bus book total cost is 40 lakh. Okay. Okay, done. So I hope you understand that all things. I'm going to share these things with you. So today we are learn the class, how we can create object, how we can create method, and what is the DOM, and how to use get element by ID from DOM. That things we are learned today. So let's check a code. Is any question? If you have any question, please ask. Is any question there? Okay, Ishwari, why use a document get element by ID? Okay, look here. When we want to access HTML element that like H1, H2, image tag, like body tag, HTML tag, then we required one specific object. That object called document object model. So that document object model provide that object. But what means a document object model? Let's see where we are right at. Okay. The document object model, it's a bridge between HTML and JavaScript. Without DOM, JavaScript wouldn't be able to change the page dynamically. DOM makes web pages interactive and dynamic. So that's why we are using DOM. So to access HTML elements, DOM provide a number of methods. DOM provide number of methods, and that methods are useful to access element, to change a text or style, add or remove elements, respond to user actions, right? And from that number of DOM core concept, we are use get element by ID. That get element by ID is a method. That method are useful to find one element by its ID. So there are number of things are there, like a document is there. We are whatever DOM function we are going to call, that call using document object. So document is a object, that's a top level object that's represent the whole HTML document. After that, get element by class name method is there. It's gets all elements with a class. Query selector method is there, that gets the first element that matches the CSS selector. Okay. After that, inner text and text content is there. It is useful to get or change the visible text inside element, which we are use inner text to change H2 element. Inner HTML is there, that is useful to get or set HTML content inside a element. After that, set attribute is there, that's useful to set a change an HTML attribute. If you want to change a style is there. It's a change CSS style using JavaScript. So lots of things are there, and those things we are used to get HTML element and modified HTML element through JavaScript. And for that reason, we are use get element by ID to access JavaScript element by ID. That's the code. Okay, next question. Look here, JavaScript provide only one constructor within one class. That means if you write a one class and within that class, you're writing multiple constructor. It's not possible within a JavaScript. One class, one constructor. That means you are saying access modifier, right? JavaScript, look here, JavaScript use access modifier public. If you create any constructor, then you are use a public. That means there are not have any specific access modifier. But from the newer JavaScript version, that 2022, if you want to make a private, then then look here. So what I can make a private, I can create one variable, and that variable I can make a private. Okay. Okay. Within a bus, let x equal to 10. We are within a class, so no need to use let. So I want to make it private, then I can use a hash. It's a make a private, but it's applicable for 2022 JS. Uh, okay, it's a private. It's a private variable. After that, same. If you want a method or constructor private, then you can use a hash there. And implicitly, all things are public. So private and public are there. So you can use that things for access modifier. By default, it's all are public. Okay, next question. Okay, so what's its name? Okay, I hope you are understand. That's who are pointing that question. After that, Sukanya send the link of DOM. Sukanya, I will share it at the ending, because there are only information. It's not have any other things. Whatever things I explore here, that's information written there. That's within that HTML. So Bhumi Raut, check their code is there. You can check that code. How it is possible? I'm sharing a code and you are not seeing it. Wait. The option. Meeting chat is on. Okay, once again, I'm going to share it. Now is it visible? Retrying. Okay, maybe there are some issues. So I don't know what's the things happen here. Okay, so if it is not post on chat, you can get it from here. Look here, the JS practical. Access modified DOM, the basic JS which we are learning yesterday. DOM, DOM detail, DOM detail. That's the file is there, and currently we are write a code for vehicle booking. But maybe that code different. What's the code we are write? That's something are different. Huh? So look, check that codes. If you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, you can ask. So is it clear how to write a class, how to create an object, how to write a method, how to use a DOM method that get element by ID? Just wait. Okay. Did you check that codes? Yes. Do you have any question? That means, did you understand how to write class, how to write method, how to write object, how to use get element by ID? Okay. So what we are right? We are right one constructor. Look here. When we are write a constructor within a class, we are use a keyword constructor. The one class should be write one constructor. That JavaScript are not allow us to write multiple constructor within a single class. Okay. So constructor keyword we are right. After that, if we have a parameter, then we need to pass parameter. Otherwise, current constructor line number 53 is without parameter per constructor. Within that constructor, we are called the super class constructor. That means the vehicle class constructor we are called using super keyword. The super class constructor holding two arguments. That's one is a string, second is a that's one is a type, second is a price, and we are share that things there. So it's initialize object variable, and within that method, book method is override method from parent class. Book method are a display the type and price from object. So that's the constructor and book method. Is any other question? Okay, Sushant are asking, book is a function. What I say, Sushant, when you write a class and within a class, when you write any function, that function called a method. So when you write any method, no need a keyword function. So Sushant, did you understand that things? Why we are not write a function keyword? Okay. Is any other question? Okay, let's check the previous question. If we are miss, I will explain that thing. I share my code very number of time, but it's not visible on your side. Okay, you can refer that code from a GitHub repository. Just slightly it's a change. Huh? That means it cannot be look like this page. It may be change something. But core functionality are same. Okay, I think there is a not have any massive. For private from 2022, private is useful using hash symbol. And I am explain document dot get element by ID. After that, what it's right. Sushan, what is that plus 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 plus? Okay. Uh, okay, DOM link I already share on a GitHub repository. Hook is a method, not a function. So when we are write a method, we are not use function keyword. Okay. So uh, here uh, we can discuss events also. Huh? Okay. So that things also we can cover events. we are use on click event. So a JavaScript events are building blocks which we are use here. Where within our HTML we are use event. Yeah, here button, within our button we are use event. Look here, what means event? Event is a building block of an interactive web page. In JavaScript, event refers to the action that are detected by a web browser whenever it's detect any user movement on the browser screen. So everything starting from the movement of a mouse, keyboard, click, hover over any particular HTML element, form submission, click on any input field, selection of values from drop down list, which we are using here, drop down list select. So JavaScript enable us to write the scripts to execute when any these events occur. For example, we are use on click method. When we are click a button, that function will be trigger or call. So here we are use that things, right? And that's called event handling. But if you check, there are number of types of events are available. Where I'll show that things. Look here, types of events are available. That means on click, on mouse over, on keyword down, on key up, on change, on submit, on focus. There are lots of events are available, and here we are use on click event. Maybe tomorrow we can use some different event. So okay, Sukanya are asking one question, that why we are write a book function in a different class. Not, it's not function, it's a method, because there are not have a function keyword. So that book method are a class method. That means within that book method we are written these type and these price. So these, it's a current object, and current object belong from that particular class where we are write that things. If you are write within a car, then it's belong from car object, and it's showing only that car details, car types and car price. So that's why we are write that method in a different classes, in a different classes. So this method is override parent class method. So parent class method also have a same signature. Look here. And parent class method are display useful to display uh, vehicle type and vehicle price. So that things we are override within each class. So to display that class type and that class price. So that's why we are use book method within each class. So Sukanya, did you understand that things? Okay, is any other question? It's a V type, it's ID, where we are write that ID V type. Look here, it's ID name. You can use any name. I use on that time when I write a program, my mind choose that ID name. That's a V type. So that I using that ID name, we can access that element within a JavaScript using get element by ID. That's ID name V type. and that v type value we want to access and store within a constant using dot value. So I hope it's clear what is the v type. Vishwaraj, is it clear what is the v type? Okay. Is any other question? Is any other question? Okay. So if you are not having any question, then I have some question for you. GitHub link I already posted. Look here, that's a pin message. Maybe on, okay, I will post it once again. हे बघा, प्रत्येक वेळेस गिटहब लिंक आणि व्हिडिओ लिंक मी तिथे टाकलेले आहेत. त्याच गोष्टी परत रिपीट करू नकात. One more. When we write any function within a class, then it's called a method. On that time, we don't need to write a function keyword. But when we are declare any function outside a class, then it is a mandatory to declare that function with the keyword function. Is it clear, Shreya? Okay, then look here. I'm going to share that things once again. You need to store that all things on your side. So where we have just wait. The training symbiosis technologies. Meeting link.
Pandya.
Okay. I'm going to share that all links once again. Please save that links on your side. Is it visible to you, that video links and GitHub link? We have two video links. Currently, we are using the second video link. It's up to date till last lecture. Is it not visible to you? Okay. Now, is it visible? Please take a screenshot or please write that things on your side. Whatever message I'm going to post, it's not visible to you. Maybe there are have some issues. I don't know what's the things that happen. It's not posted anything. Okay. So students, please note that things. That's your video link. That's your video link. And currently we are use a second link. The first link are full for video. The second link is up to date from last lecture. That means yesterday's lecture are present there. And third link is for our full stack GitHub link. The all codes which we are right here, that's all codes are available there. Please note down that things. It's for video link and GitHub. Or you can take a one screenshot on your side. can write on your notepad, or you can take a screenshot and later you can write that things, or use a lens, Google Lens. So Google Lens are convert that text for you, and you can directly jump on that link. Students, did you get that link on your side? That means either you can note down or either you can take a screenshot.
आणि यांच्या पुण्यातल्या ऑफलाईन सेंटरमध्ये खास ऑफर चालू आहे, ज्यात पे आफ्टर प्लेसमेंट ही ऑफर मिळेल.
Okay, so I hope you are get a screenshot with that link. Check all videos. All videos are available. It's up to date till last day. So now it's a time for practice. So I have some questions for you. That's a question for you. Only 5 questions, 3 questions for today's purpose. It's not visible there. Yes, according to your requirement, you can replace that things. because we didn't get any car in 50 rupees. Okay, that 3 questions for you. I hope you are able to resolve that questions. That's the 3 questions for you. I just want to check that my text are visible there or not. No, not any single content are visible there from chat box. Okay, no problem. Look here. I write 3 questions for you that you need to apply on your HTML using JavaScript. Using JavaScript. So let's write one single HTML and apply that 3 questions there. You write a JavaScript. That's a JavaScript is a internal JavaScript you can use. That's within HTML. You can write your JavaScript. So students, I hope you are note down that all questions. So you need to write answer for that questions, and I'm going to end this session here. Please wait. I'm going to take attendance. Okay, it's done. So see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we are going to learn next part from JavaScript. So thank you very much for attending today's class. I hope you are note down that all questions. If you are not, then please note down that all questions or take a screenshot. It's not there are some issues due to that issues. It's not posting on chat. So whatever I want to deliver to you on chat, it's not posting there. So maybe that's issue from our team. So please note down that questions. I'm going to end this session here. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to learn the next things from JavaScript. Is anyone posted on? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sushant, to posting that message. So see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.